Hello and welcome to SoulWhat, a podcast of Soultopia. I am your co-host, Michelle Welch.
And I'm your co-host, Roger Welch. So what's up today, Michelle?
And we have we have Boss Loki.
There he is.
Boss Loki is here with us. And
Hey,
you guys,
come here.
he's already jumped down once. So, yeah, I told Roger he has to be in charge tonight of Loki. So,
He's doing good, see?
yeah, he's doing good.
For those that haven't seen him for a little while, he's growing a little bit.
So he doesn't have a bandana on, really. It's
a bow tie.
He's showing you his better side. He has a bow tie on, but it's getting a little raggedy. He went to the spa the other day and got shots. Well, I guess he went to the doctor and the spa.
Yes, well, he went to the doctor 2 weeks ago, and then the spa.
Yeah, and then the spa.
But
so what are we talking about tonight, Roger?
we're talking about the superpower of anonymity.
Anonymity? Anonymity?
You don't know me. You can't see me.
Anonymity? Or you said like Amityville horror. Okay. So what does that mean?
You know, it's funny, is that people, because they think they're on social media, they can just say what they want to say, and there's no consequences to it. And I guess, maybe in a degree that's correct, but in another degree that's kind of bullshit.
Yeah. So what made you want to do this topic tonight?
I see it all the time. It's not like just a one-time deal. We see it a lot where people, it's okay, post your opinion about something, but then when they get their opinions not reciprocated all the way through, not everybody agrees with their opinion, then all of a sudden these people get kind of ugly about it, or they get mean about it. And they want to, personal attack people because they don't agree with their opinion.
Something totally off the subject, somebody beats somebody in a game, and then the kid says, well, I don't like your teeth. They'll just bring up something completely different.
Something totally
go
opposite,
low like that. So, because I'm the kind of person that I do like to pose like interesting questions, so people think that I know this because people have told me before. Oh yeah, you're good at coming up with questions to get people to engage in your Facebook or whatever. I like talking to people about different topics because we did that in law school. We actually did that in seminary. You actually kind of debate different issues, and then you go and have a beer together afterwards, just like trying a case. But lately I do think it's more than ever. What I find comical about it is most of the younger kids aren't even on certain platforms now.
Correct.
They don't get into all that as much. It's more the adults, which is kind of interesting to me. But we've got, just to say it, we've got, certain people who tweet just whatever they want. So it's kind of a trickle-down effect.
They've actually made it to, the highest office in the country.
Right.
And it still posts bullshit.
Well, or post a lot,
lot.
But as far as what I see is there's a lot of spiritual memes that are all great and good. And the thing is if you may just be saying a little bitty quote. So they may not be every single thing you believe in life on that subject. You just maybe haven't put in a quote or a quote you made up, and taken out of context, you could say a bunch of stuff about that quote, right?
You could, definitely.
But what I've seen, I've done some posts because I'll tell you one I did the other day. I did one and I just said simply this, and it's not all politics, by the way, at all. But I said, who are you guys voting for? Number one, if you're a Democrat or independent or something, who are y'all going to vote for? Because there's going to be a primary. I want to know, who do you think of these people could come out and actually make a go of it, a run of it, right?
Right.
And so that's for the primary. It doesn't have anything to do with Trump, Republicans, anything. It doesn't have to do with them. It just has to do with that question. And so I just said, have you watched the debates, number one? Because I think people should be informed, so I watched them. Somebody answered, and she's a good friend of mine. She watches. She answered, well, I don't really watch them because I think they just say whatever they want to say. I want to see how they say it, though. I want to see how, do they answer or they don't answer the question? Do they dodge it? And then I put two, what are you, did the debates change your opinion at all? Especially that last one, because Elizabeth Warren came out pretty strong. And then the third one was, do you know who you're going to vote for? I think it was. And fourth was, are you willing to share who you're going to vote for? Because I think it's rude to ask people if they don't want to say. Of those, I didn't mean of the others. That one stayed pretty controlled because I really put the parameters. Only one person said, so if I'm a Republican, I can't answer. And I said, correct, because I already know who you're voting for.
Got
so it's
one
kinda,
person.
Yeah, so it's out of and I wasn't being ugly. It's just there's no point because I wasn't trying to get in a fight. I really wanted information from some people I knew, through Facebook. And I do know a lot of those people. They're not just Facebook friends. And I wanted to know, what do y'all think about this? Because I'm really not sure. I'm undecided. So give me your opinion to, sway me. And so nobody really got mad. I think when they get mad is when it's, and one person will derail it and go off on a trail and say all this stuff, and then there'll be one or two or three that start getting a fight, and then I usually end up by the end of it, I either delete it or I say I don't have time to babysit you guys.
Yeah.
So on that, I will do it, and I will say my opinion. And if somebody gets nasty, raunchy, I just block them. Not because I don't want to hear what they have to say. It's just say it in a mature manner.
Well, it's because you're not seeing them face to face. So if you're hiding behind a computer screen or your cell phone or what have you, and I can say this, they won't know it's me. They won't see me. They won't confront me. Yeah. So it's almost like they think they have some sort of superpower that they can do what they want to do and say what they want to say.
They're just protected by that screen.
They're just talking out their ass is what
Or they wouldn't say that maybe right in front of somebody. I probably would, a lot of the things I say, because I might ask it. And my tone might be even better because I could have my tone in it. Hey, you guys, I'm not trying to cause an argument. I'm just really curious. Do y'all watch it? And I like politics. I mean, I enjoy the process, even when it makes me mad. My issue lately has been a guy got mad at me because my issue has been about what I call literally the desecration of our judicial system. It's just, as a lawyer, it astounds me what's going on. And it's not just the Republican Party that does it. It's been done by both parties. Over the years since I got out of law school, the changes used to, when you would appoint somebody to a position, either a federal judge, they get appointed, or like the Supreme Court, and they have to go through that approval process, that vetting process. You really are not supposed to ask what, I'm watching the lights just go back and forth. You're not really supposed to ask them questions about how they'd be biased in cases, because the very thing that the Supreme Court, the highest justice in the land, the judge, the person in our country who's supposed to be the most non-biased, they're running on, it's all on party lines now. That is not how it was meant to be. And so I don't care what side of the aisle. So that gets me a little worked up. And somebody got really mad at me. He actually, I read with his cards. And so I said, hey, it's nice to meet you. I read with your cards. And he was really not happy with me. He said, I bet you wouldn't have done this with, Barack Obama. And I said, actually, I would. And you don't know my whole political story. Mine is goes back and forth, doesn't it? About what I believe in politics. So it just kind of goes back and forth on things. And so don't just assume everything's so black and white. And, there's a lot of gray in there. And also in the metaphysical community, it was the week for Michelle to get people mad at her.
Yeah, you think you got hammered a little bit on that. But actually what's funny is that, people, light workers, healers, life coach, whatever it's funny is that they get so worked up about stuff, and then they start turning to the personal attacks just because they feel like everybody should agree with them and nobody should have their own opinion. Even if you're not agreeing with the person and you're not attacking that person, why in the world are you going on a personal attack?
Well, if you can't win your argument on the merits, you don't need to go on to a personal attack. And that's what happened to me this weekend. Somebody, I don't even know her, to be honest with you. I don't even know how. I've heard of her. She's a non-factor in my world. I don't mean that rude.
I'd never even heard of her.
And so she really got upset because, why?
Because you didn't agree with her. You disagreed with what she was saying. Yeah, and she
told me how many people didn't like me. And I was like, God, this reminds me of when I was like in 7th grade. I mean, I was like, I literally, in 7th grade in PE, when it would be raining, there'd be all the mean girls would gather around Michelle and tell me, you're really too skinny, you have chicken legs, you have knobby knees, your mom's pretty, maybe you'll be pretty someday. And I was really bullied. And I thought it's just so funny when they go, if you're fall to answer, the only thing you can argue as an adult is, well, so-and-so doesn't like you and doesn't think very highly of you. And I'm like, I'm
give a
sure there's a
shit.
lot of people that don't, because, I've actually done something in this field, and I actually put action behind all my ideas where a lot of people don't. And I don't make any apologies for it.
Well, no. I mean, and the thing is stand up for if you believe in something, stand up for it, but defend it, what your belief is, but don't go on a personal attack.
Just
You
get
can discuss
facts.
it. That's what
Yeah.
it is. It's all facts anyway. And at the end of the day, you want to go have a beer? Let's go have a beer. I mean, I don't care. It's like, big deal.
I mean, you and I do that. We'll talk
Yeah.
about stuff.
I win all the time.
Yeah, and he does, because he's stubborn. No. But we do talk about, well, what about this? And politics is the one you go to, but it's a lot of different subjects. No, I don't agree with that subject because, or no, that shouldn't be done at the store that way because of this. We'll make a cogent argument as opposed to, well, when you wore that outfit that day, you really look like crap. I mean, it's just like, wait, what? That didn't happen. I just think from a legal viewpoint, just from a lawyer viewpoint, that's not what you would do. A jury would, or judge would be looking at you like, okay, objection, relevance. I mean, it has nothing to do with it. So yeah, I do think it happens a lot. I do think that a lot of people are getting just fed up with it. But I do think that it's okay to be passionate about your subject.
Yeah.
And when you're passionate about something, you may get a little riled up. And I don't know that that's so bad as long as you're not being personal about, like personal attacks, because it's good to be passionate about things.
Actually, I'm okay discussing anything and everything, and I'm willing to go one-on-one with anybody.
Yeah. I mean, people get that way about sports. I mean, you talk trash about a certain team. Our friend Dakota talks trash about the Cowboys all the time.
Oh, he does it right
he
up
always
up
talks
front.
trash, and and it's what it is. That's that part of that rivalry thing. It's what you do.
Yep.
But so I think when it turns kind of nasty, is when people are the hypocrisy of it when they're trying to say they're one thing, but that goes also to. I did a post today where it said healers, we don't just come in as like light beings to save the world. We've actually, a lot of us, gone through a lot of a lot of trials.
Yep.
I need to get some water.
To get some water.
Yeah, I'm choking.
Yeah. Well, it is. You're right. You got a lot of things that go on, and a lot of people that will just step back and don't be so personal about it.
Well, you're good at that anyway, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for with me. But with most people, I mean, we were close enough that you'll get mad and let me know and stuff. But with most people, you just kind of blow it off. And you're like, why does that bother you so badly, Michelle? But so I guess what I'm saying then
Well,
is
don't
I
go
don't have
back
any
and
problem
say-
with people being I do have a little problem with what I call toxic positivity. And I know people that's what they believe, and that's okay. That was a big thing in the 70s and the 80s, I don't know, maybe into the 90s. I don't think it's always, and I've talked to 2 psychologists in the past 2 days because I really wondered if I was on the right page on this, or if I was off, because I'm definitely not a psychologist. But the fact that, and the people who posted this, they're nice people. So this is nothing, and they're smart people, and they're and counselors and things like that. So they posted, just some to get you thinking, because that's how they are, not to fight with you, but to get you thinking, what about this, what about, and victimization and things like that. And I really thought about it because I didn't want to be ugly talking back, but I really and truly didn't agree, and maybe I didn't understand. And so it's just like, that's just, I don't know if I agree with that, that everybody should be okay. Things happen to you, and don't be in victimhood. And I'm really culling it down. Now, that was a nice exchange because these are mature adults that I was talking to. Well, they are.
Well, no, I'm just saying,
They are.
You had to justify it with mature adults.
Yeah,
And sometimes
because-
that's how a lot of people don't act.
Yeah, I mean, and it was interesting because when I asked Roger, what do you want to talk about tonight? Because I said, I feel like there's something we're supposed to talk about, but it's you used to could pull current events and you could talk about them. Do y'all remember those days? You could talk about current events and everybody wouldn't just go freaking nuts over it. Now, you pull a current event, people go crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's harder to pull a current event unless it's like the Leaning Tower of Dallas. Maybe that. So tell people that aren't here from here. Did that make national news?
I just heard it on the news here. I didn't know anything about it. I was going to drive down and see it, and I haven't done it yet. But
So,
they were
yeah.
supposed to take down one of the towers downtown. They're going to rebuild it. Isn't it retail shops, hotel, or condos or something?
What it's gonna be?
It was what it's going to be.
Okay.
So, they had a little issue, and it got stuck.
So did they explode it?
Yeah, they did an implosion on it, but
and then they had to use a wrecking ball to take it down.
The elevator shafts and the stairwells are holding it up, so it's just leaning, and so they bring in the wrecking ball, and the wrecking ball is actually too small to bust it up, and the crane is too small for the wrecking ball.
Did they finally get it down? Because I saw
No,
Fox Live News today.
No, unless it came down today, I don't know.
Do you know, Matt, if they got it down?
I think it's still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
they
think
said
they
it's
should
like a
leave
couple of
it.
weeks. It's going to take. If they keep it at this, it's like a couple of weeks.
But they said that if they did just leave it,
I mean, it's Dallas,
would
so
eventually go down.
it's Dallas. I might have a week to go down there and actually see it all.
We should go down there.
I know.
The Leaning Tower of Dallas. Maybe they could make it structurally sound and you could go up to the top of it.
Yeah.
No.
Tourist draw.
I used to know, it was a long time ago, but his dad owned a demolition crew. That's what they did. They blew up buildings. So I guess every now and then it just doesn't work.
Yeah, I guess so. You would think you go in and remove the staircase and the elevator part first,
Maybe.
since that's the parts that actually structurally kind of hold
I
the
kind of
majority of it.
I guess that this is kind of a sad thing to talk about, but that kind of tells you something about 9/11, about the Twin Tower. I mean, those came down fast, man.
Yeah.
I mean, fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So speaking
That's
of that,
for a controversial story.
I didn't mean to be controversial on that. It's
didn't-
just
well.
the structure of it.
Yeah,
It came down
yeah.
really fast, so it was really sad. When we went to New York last year, we're going again
Mm-hmm.
in May to Reader Studio. We went to the what is it called? Memorial.
The memorial, 9/11 memorial.
Is it Ground Zero Memorial? What's it called?
Yeah,
Ground Zero
Ground Zero.
Memorial. I think there was a lot of talk about how to name that right and what to do. I
Mm-hmm.
thought they did a really good job. But yeah, the whole thing about I guess when my kids really aren't on Facebook at all. My adult kids and my kids that are home. I mean,
No, I had to text them. Go look at Facebook.
yeah, I mean they're not on there. They do the Instagram story. Matt, do we need to help?
He's fine.
Okay, so Loki's all over the place. So
Michelle can't keep him under control for nothing.
no, I can't. And I need some ADD medicine or something because I can't even focus. It's a little.
He's fine. He's
Woo!
he's
Yeah.
sniffing everything.
Yeah, I guess I should have said I need a selenite or something. And I just noticed I don't have any of my crystals. I have on a necklace by Amy Zerner, my
Yeah.
beautiful necklace here that I got last year in Reader Studio. I hope to get another piece from her this year. Her clothes are in Bergdorf. I can never say this. Bergdorf Goodman, I believe, right there on Fifth Avenue in New York. Yeah. So, anybody have any comments about what we're talking about?
Oh no.
No, they're just all shooting
They're
shit.
they're all over. Yeah. Trish is like, howdy. I pass the Bishop Arch location every morning, and every morning I tell myself we need to go.
Well,
Check it out.
go.
That's right. Just
Yeah.
go, hang out.
Yeah. So that mural down there, I finally figured out how to look at tags on things, like Instagram. I don't know the Instagram thing. I'm just learning
Oh,
it,
yeah?
whatever. And so a lot of people have been tagging that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mural down there. Because Jared Detox Davies, he's probably one
Yeah.
of the best. He does the murals
good.
for the Mavericks. He did American Airlines, I think. I think that's him, right?
Yeah. He does it. He actually was in a competition. I don't know, 6-8 months ago. You didn't see that? So they took shipping containers. It was him and I think 2 or 3 other people, and they were competing. about the best design on the shipping container.
Was it like a show?
I'm not sure if it was a show or just a straight up competition.
I
thing.
love those kind of TV shows, but somebody has to get kicked off every week for it to stay interesting to me.
Yeah, I don't think it was that.
It has to be had. Did y'all know now that, off the topic, that the show The Bachelor, that like the kids in college, they do, like, you know how you have football pools? They do pools on that. They on all the
Really?
who's
We should
gonna
do
win.
one of those.
Yeah, that'd be kind of funny. It's all rigged, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I've got a question on that. What happened? Is it who governs when it was the airwaves? Not Federal Trade Commission. Who would it be? The Federal whatever Communications, FTC. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's FTC. FCC. Thank you. So there was a movie, and I think it was called what was it called? It was Marty? No. Wrong movie. But anyways, the whole thing it's called The Game Show. And the whole thing was about this guy, and he goes on there and he wins and he wins and he wins and he wins and he wins. It was based on a true story. It's a really good movie. And comes to find out they've been feeding him the answers just to keep it going. That's kind of the long story short. And that was based on a true story. And it was this big, huge deal because it was fraudulent, right? They were misrepresenting what they were doing on the show. And so it's fraudulent because you could not do that in game shows. Why now can you? Like on reality shows, has the law changed? Why are they allowed to rig it if it's rigged?
Entertainment purposes only.
No, but did the law change?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess
I
if
don't work for the FCC.
but has not anybody else ever wondered that? Like, how do you get away with it?
Yeah.
It's saying you're one thing. It's fraud in a way. It's not fraud per se, but yeah, okay. Loki's even bored. He's getting this.
And if y'all saw me reaching down, he's been down here under me the whole time, and you're not playing with that. It was the striker for the
Don't let him
Bulls
fall,
because they
don't
were
let him
back
fall.
here.
So Tyler, my oldest, just got with his boyfriend, husband. They're not husband yet, but they just got with James what's it called? A mini
Cooper.
He's gonna break that, babe. A mini golden
Cooper?
doodle.
Oh, mini golden.
Now let me
doodle,
tell you, first of all, they paid extra for it to be mini.
It's not mini.
It is not mini. And they're like, well, we knew it was like the largest of the whatever. It's darling though, and it went to training for like 8 weeks before it came home. That's what we should have done with Loki,
Yeah.
because Loki is out of control.
He is not out of control.
He is a wonderful dog, but
He just doesn't
does
listen to you.
not obey, like at all. Like I had to chase him to come up before I came up here this morning. I was chasing him, and we have like 4 levels of stairs in the new place we're living, and like I was chasing him all up and down. Then he ran under the bed.
Why don't you just get a treat?
He's too smart for that. Yeah, see, he's too smart for
I
that.
hear everybody say treat, and he's all excited.
I've been trying to get him to talk like those Frenchies. You know how they talk? He just kind of goes, but he didn't really talk very much.
No. He's standing up.
He's trying to get up, y'all. He's like standing up, straight up, trying to get up there. But he can't even jump on the bed that's like so low. He can jump all the way up vertical and where Roger grabs him and picks him up.
He can jump
But to
chest
go
high and I can
this
grab
way,
him.
like he
But
won't get
that's
a
it.
running start and jump.
But he
at
won't
all.
jump up on the bed or the couch.
God, he's funny.
What? What do you want?
Yeah, he's scratching. He's like, y'all talk about something. Oh, now he talked.
Yeah, he's over here talking now.
I'm going to be sorry when I do get him talking, though, right? When I finally get him talking. Do you
Yeah.
want to do some readings, Loki? Is it time? Roger, do you have a giveaway?
No.
You want to do one?
What are you going to give away? I got a water bottle over here. It's about all I got.
Well, I did ask some people if they wanted a reading or if they wanted that they needed to start making sure that they were members, you guys, of, or subscribed to YouTube, followed us, all that kind of stuff. So that should be at least do that, because it doesn't take very long to do it. I'm about to lose it. You're going to have to start talking. Do you want me to hold the
He's
dog?
fine.
Okay.
He's fine.
Yeah. He won't be fine if he falls off backwards, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not going to fall
So
off
let's
backwards.
do a giveaway.
Do a giveaway. All right.
Okay, so I don't know what we're giving you, but we're going to give you
I'll
something.
tell you what.
And I'm going to ask you, what was the name of the
I will give. Here's what I'll do. Wait, before you do that.
Okay.
I will give, and I'm watching. Actually, I'm only watching on. Let's see, on Facebook Live over here.
Well, that's not going to be fair then.
Well, I can only watch one at a time. But I'm also
Is Loki in the picture?
not there. He's not.
He's over there, you guys.
He's trying so hard.
For y'all listen, he is trying so hard to get that gong striker or whatever that thing is down.
We have those little singing bowls.
Yeah.
I'll give one of those away tonight.
Oh, wow. Okay. A singing bowl
Yeah,
with
it's
a
one of the
pillow?
little ones.
A little thing or just the singing bowl?
Sure.
Wow.
Since you said, and with a pillow?
And it comes with a striker, so the little thing that you play it with.
Oh, I'm going to charge $500 for a striker.
No.
Oh, okay. Gotta give a
All
striker
right.
too.
So that's a good gift. It's the little ones, though. But
Yeah,
that's
it's the
still, they're
little
really
ones.
cute. All right. So the question is...
What's your question?
The question is, what did at the top of the show? Don't go back and look. What did Roger call when you are talking and you're hiding behind the screen of a computer? What did he call that?
Superpower.
That's
Oh.
not the answer.
That's not the answer.
So that's the question. And we
Tick-tock,
joked.
tick-tock.
I made fun of you because you said it funny.
You make fun of me everything I said.
No, I don't, because I'm the worst. I mean,
See
we're
there?
both so easy.
She does it. She does it on text, guys, so I don't have to actually see her though.
What?
She
Make
texts
fun-
me. You said that wrong.
It's oh my God! Somebody asked me that the other day.
I
They
know,
said,
'cause they came right
"Is
out and
it
asked me."
Is it Chrysicola? And I said it's Chrysicola, and he said you would not say Chrysler. You know no. I said it's Chrysicola, and he said you wouldn't say Chrysler.
You wouldn't say Chrysler. It's
you'd
Chrysler.
say Chrysler, and I'm like,
Yeah.
so we used to have bingo up here. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, we used to do Crystal Bingo. What night? Carla, when can you come do Crystal Bingo with us? How about that?
And we gave prizes. That was fun. So it was all crystals, and that's what makes us think of it, because he'd call it out the words, and he'd go, Chrysicola. And I'm like, there is no crystal called that. And it's right there, Chrysicola or Chrysicola, whatever. And for Mary, our friend Mary, selenite, she calls it selenite.
Cellulite.
Selenite.
Got to put those extra syllables in there.
Yeah.
Kind of like when we go to bingo and they go, what was the word? The lady with the cigarette.
I don't know. The lady. Yeah, you sure. B-42. I was going to say B-52s, but that'd be. So, yeah. What were you talking about? So you said, my mind just
Darn
totally.
it. Garnet, darn it.
No, but my mind just totally went to what I said to that friend of mine. Can I say that?
Sure.
Well, a friend of mine, I'm not saying names.
Oh, okay.
A friend of mine, really good friend of mine, had some work done on her teeth, an implant, and she said the implant kind of came out, so they were fixing it. And I said, "Oh, was it saline or silicone?"
Oh.
I swear to God, I wasn't thinking teeth.
Because all she said was, my implant came out.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh
Saline
no,
or
was it
silicone?
saline or silicone?"
You should have asked that as a question.
I got
Let's see
crickets
who got that.
totally back. Crickets.
So she's like,
And
what
then
the
I was
hell
like,
are you
"Oh,
talking
shoot,
about?
That's teeth. I wasn't thinking. Yeah, typical me. All right, so what now? So anyway, the whole reason, let's say, we talked about this topic is let's just try to be nicer on social media. But I'm still going to post stuff that makes people think.
Well, you
'Cause
should.
people, I mean, it's like the dumbing down of our society. If you're not ever even talking about philosophical questions, people used to always do that. I mean, you'd sit there and argue points. This is what I thought. This is how the society grows. I mean, Socrates, they would argue and discuss and debate. And
Yeah.
now it's like you can't even do that because it's like,
Well, but just keep in mind, you know what? And not at all points in time are you going to be hidden behind a computer screen.
or this.
You're at some point in time, you're going to see that person more than likely face to face. Are you prepared for any consequences that comes back?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. That's my answer.
Keep in mind, there's a lot of crazy people out there.
I'm prepared. Well, I met one the other day. She was She'll whack a doodle. And so, yeah.
So, but no, I mean, if you think about it, I mean,
Sorry.
the thing is that just because you're behind a computer screen or your phone screen or what have you, you can't just say whatever you want to say.
But
Kind of
you
keep it
should
in
be
mind.
able to say your opinion.
You should be able to say your opinion, but you shouldn't go on a personal attack
No, you
on
shouldn't,
somebody.
because it happened to me.
If you're okay saying it, that's what I mean by
funny,
that.
actually.
You shouldn't actually, even Dakota got called out, but whatever.
No, well, he didn't get called out. He called her out.
Oh no, you didn't see the other post.
Oh, and that's he doesn't deserve to get called out. He's just
But
funny.
you
He
also-
just stood up for me.
Also, don't post 45 times in a day.
Okay, just as an aside. Especially.
No.
Oh, okay, just other people.
If you're gonna post 45 times in a day, expect
Don't do that
somebody.
on Instagram because
Make
people
sure
are gonna get mad.
somebody's gonna call you out on that too.
Well, you clog their feed, is what our friend Lauren told us.
You
and
get
then
blocked.
They won't have you on there anymore. So, you know what? I remember going to a mock trial tournament in downtown Dallas, taking my team that went to 6 years, and they were all getting off Facebook then because
Yeah.
all the parents were getting on Facebook. So they were just like done with Facebook. That was not
Yeah.
their thing anymore. So, seriously, the bullying and the stupid shit that's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on that note, let's read.
All right.
All right?
Okay.
Okay.
And he's back.
I know, and
Here,
this
my
ain't gonna
bottle's
work for me.
empty. Come here. Come here.
okay. So we have a lot of cards here, and I could be wrong, but that's what I think. And then, so I always have his out to show you. Maybe not always, but I like to have some of his out to show you. And then we got in this one. It's called Fabio and Listrani Night Sun Tarot. Is that good? Okay. That one is new that we got in. We got this one called, I think you'll like this one, Roger. Edmund, is it Dulac? D-U-L-A-C, Dulac or Dulac Tarot. And it was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
those just came in.
Those just came in. I'm not sure if they're brand new cards, but we just got them in because I just liked them. We showed you Hush Tarot last time. That one's really cool. The Arcanum, this is a tarot. Carlton read with this. It's got really pretty artwork. And then I did that 23andMe thing, and I am very much Celt, right?
Mhm.
And so the Sacred Circle Tarot, A Celtic Pagan Journey, we got that one in. So which one do you want to read with, Roger?
I'll do the hush. I kind of like those.
Well, why don't you do one of the new ones?
This is one of the new ones.
Okay.
We've only had it 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, then I will do one one of these. I'll do this one. Edmund Dulac, because we've got these so they can see them. All right, so who are we reading for?
Let's see here. I saw.
You guys, I can't even think. So that, hopefully I'll be able to read. But
So-
Loki can't come up here anymore because it's not working out for me.
If y'all hear it clicking, by the way, that's Loki. He grabbed my water bottle. He's underneath the table.
I'm
fine.
gonna need a Valium after this. Like, seriously, like a blue lace agate, lepidolite cocktail.
He was fine to use. Started talking about him. Now he's all worked up again.
These are pretty. This is on this side, the Dulac, and then they're kind of a little bit vintage looking. So I like them. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. For the person who likes everything just so, and then the one who can just roll with it, I'm
He's
having
not-
trouble.
Here's the thing.
I'm like, this is.
Is anybody dying?
No, it's just so
anything on fire?
unprofessional. It's
Have
like,
you
that's
not seen-
You know, you're gonna hear it all the way home. Oh my gosh, that was just a hot mess.
Come
All
on now. How many podcasts are so unprofessional? You're lucky some of them are wearing pants. Actually, you had somebody on your podcast before that wasn't wearing pants.
Who?
Dakota.
Oh. He was wearing shorts though.
No, he wasn't.
Boxers. Yes, he was.
His boxers.
He wasn't like
He wasn't
that
wearing
weird.
pants or shorts. He was wearing
Yeah,
boxers.
but he was wearing boxers.
And then he stood up and forgot about it.
He did. Okay.
I don't forget shit.
So who are we reading for?
Clay.
Do we need to get the bottle away from him? Matt's just given up. He's like, I don't know. This is out
It's
of control.
entertaining. Just let it go.
No, it's not. Okay. Can y'all already hear the argument on the way home? All right.
I'm gonna hide behind my computer screen
Yeah.
so I can say your mama wears combat boots.
My mama.
Your mama wears combat
Don't
boots.
talk about my mama. All right.
Isn't that what it used to
Who
be?
are we reading for?
Clay.
Okay. Let me get my mind like a little bit clear of that. Okay. Is it general?
Yeah, it was Lexi said Clay would like a reading, please.
Okay. So you go first.
Oh, I haven't even looked at the card. So I got is the actual Four of Wands. You'll see actually the wands are standing straight up. Bouquet of flowers tied in around them. You know, if you think about it, it's more of a celebrational type card. So I think y'all might have something coming up here before spring or in spring that's more of a celebration that you're going to get to take advantage of and actually kind of relax, unwind.
Maybe you're coming to Dallas.
Let down your hair, have a little fun, come to
Maybe
Dallas and
that's
hang
it.
out with us.
Well, we're supposed to
that
go
was
up there.
self-providing, right? All right, but yeah, I see that though as the fact that kind of is more of a celebrational type thing that's coming up for you. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of it as a time to unwind and to actually enjoy, just enjoy life.
Okay, so here's what I got. And I was looking at the cards while Roger was doing his reading because I'm, first of all, I want this to be for the highest and best good for Clay, this reading, what information we get. And I wanted to make sure I was in the right suit. I thought it was the Ten of Pentacles, and it is. So I'll show it. It's a really beautiful card. And what I'm getting for this, Clay, is that there's some need for you to do some planning around I don't want to say retirement, but some planning around how you're managing that and how you're setting things up for those you're passing things on to. Not because something bad's going to happen, but it's just planning. This is a card of ancestry too. It's money, it's health, it's wealth, but it's also, this is the 10, so there's going to be success. I see it, but I also see that, and a lot of abundance, but don't put off really getting, I feel like maybe a trust or something like that in place. Okay? Yeah, that's what I get. Something with preparing for the future.
Okay.
That is something you need to work on. And if you already have, take a look at it again and see if it still fits within your portfolio and all that, the way you want things set up.
Okay.
Okay? Who else?
So you had your list of,
Yeah.
were you posted today?
Yeah.
And we had a couple people on there even post out there about the readings, plus they shared it and everything.
Okay.
First one actually that I was scrolled down and saw was Lauren.
Okay. We miss Lauren. Okay. So I'll go first. Okay. So Lauren, I got for you the World card, and it's actually beautiful. This person is just soaring up into space and has just beautiful, beautiful wings, just multicolored wings. And what I feel like is you're coming into a place in your life where you really have gotten to know yourself and you have a lot of freedom in who you are. And it's like you're willing now to be more vulnerable and not protecting your heart as much. You're really stepping into your own. You went through some times where you questioned decisions, you questioned yourself, and now it feels like things are really coming together for you. And I'm happy to know that because we think the world of you. All right, your turn.
So I got the Four of Cups.
Yeah, that's a cool card.
Yeah. Whoops, dropped it. So the girl in this one is actually kind of, she's got a hoodie on, looks like a hoodie with rabbit ears. The one thing though is kind of look on her face. It's like her face is, she got a lot of thoughts, a lot of things going through her mind. And so you've got a lot of contemplating, a lot of things coming for you that you're going to have to make some decisions. So it's time to stop standing on the sidelines, and it's time to start making decisions and time to start taking control of everything. So this is yours to jump in and really make these decisions. And these aren't like little decisions. These are major decisions, and get it going and do what's best for you, what you're wanting to do. How's that?
I'd say that's true. And I think that ties in with the world. She's ready to do that. All right, who's next? Are we way over?
Oh.
Okay. I mean, I have no
we got
idea
like
what
4
time
minutes,
it is.
right?
Okay, so let's do the ones who signed up. Let's
All
do.
right, Nikki.
Okay,
Nikki.
so Nikki's going to want to hear from you because from both of us, but I know she'll want to know what you have to say. I have a feeling. Okay. Nikki, I feel like it's going to be a bit of a wait. I think, and it is what you think I'm talking about. If this is the Nikki, I think it is. It's going to be, and even if it's not, this is the message. It's going to be a little bit more of a wait than you would like, but it's okay. All right, go.
So I got,
Now it's my card.
actually, which card you get?
I got the 7 of Pentacles.
Yeah, I got the Lover's card.
Okay.
All right. Nikki, and I know you got a lot of things going, but I would say Nikki is really taking control of her life, even though she's had a lot of things this year, not quite the way she planned. Actually, I take it back because she told me this was coming, what she had coming.
She knows.
She knew it was coming.
Yeah.
And she's actually taking control of it.
Yeah.
And I think, even though a lot of times people like to say, it's lovers, it's going to be coming in, and he just unplugged everything. But anyway, he, I think it's with the Lover's card coming up, is actually showing the passion of life, the things that you have and that you can control. And I believe that's the things that you got to look at the most and how everything works together.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not bringing his ass back up here again.
No, I'm stressed out. But I can still do readings. That calms me down. I also think with that Lover's card, Nikki is taking control of like every aspect of her life. And it's actually very impressive right now what she's doing. Not that her life wasn't good, but she's like working out like a beast. And she's just like every single day. It's impressive. Okay, what's next?
Jeff, you logged in, I see. If we do another Bigfoot show, will you log in with us and talk about Bigfoot or any crypto stuff?
Yeah, and then our producer did a whole documentary on it too, so a good one. I've seen the trailer for it. It's amazing.
We can Skype you in, Zoom you in, and do something.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun.
Speaking of while we're doing that, we are having guests coming up soon. Dakota's going to be here. He comes to the store in March, and so there'll be some guests back on soon.
What?
Yeah, not Loki. Okay. All right. So
I'd almost rather have Loki on the
Who are
hand.
you reading for?
Oh, Robin.
Okay, Robin. Okay, so you go.
Oh, I just looked at the card. What the heck?
Well,
I got is actually a page of, this is actually the page of wands. And this is it's like a golem, almost looks like a golem with a bull's head and a little girl. Mm-hmm. Kind of crazy looking.
Okay, what you reading?
So, kind of what I see is actually how the energy behind is actually kind of a little bit scary, kind of like a scary, but it's almost like it's got its hand over your shoulder, kind of almost giving you a push, and it's kind of like pushing you into like a, maybe where you're not into an uncomfortable situation. Let's put it that way. But I see it as, as one of those things that for you, addressing it and coming to real life realization with it is actually not bad. It's just, not comfortable where you're going with it. And just let the energy go and just let it work with you.
So I got the Ten of Cups, and traditionally the Ten of Cups is a pretty happy card. It's kind of happy family card, fulfillment. A lot of times it'll have a rainbow and 10 cups and happy family. But in this deck, what I see is, and I don't know who this is in your life, but I will just say it feels like someone is comforting you, but at the same time they're comforting you, it feels like, I'm not going to call it enabling you. That's not what I'm referring to. But it feels like at the same time they're comforting you, there's something difficult or that it seems to be difficult to you, that they're also almost not letting you be fully yourself and not letting you fully, and that's kind of what Roger was saying a little bit in a different way. It feels like it's holding you back a little bit, even though it's a really happy, good relationship. There's sort of a controlling factor to it. And I'm not sure if that's, what relationship that is. But you might want to just think about if any of that resonates with you. And I guess my answer to that would be that, the Ten of Cups is a good card. It's a card of happiness. But there's something where I feel like you're being controlled a little bit in something and not really fully being yourself. All right, let's go through these really fast.
You want to do more?
Yeah, we'll do one at a time. I'll do the first one. Who is?
All right, Martinez.
Okay, so for Martinez, and we'll keep it short because of time, but I do appreciate them doing that. We can't do this every time. I said it was for drawing to be eligible, but okay, so these are called lightning readings. First thing we get. Okay, so Martinez, this is, once again, I drew it the same card as I did for somebody else, but it's a different reading for you. It's a Seven of Pentacles. And Martinez, I don't know if you're out of work or if you're something with work or between jobs or with your job, you're waiting to see if you're going to get a bonus or a bump up or something. If you work for yourself, it's the same thing. You're waiting for a project, but it feels like you're getting bored with the waiting and you're getting a little bit discontent. And so I would suggest infusing a little manifestational action into, even though you can't really make it go faster, energetically you can make it go faster. And that's my Seven of Pentacles. See how the guy's just kind of laying there and kind of letting everything just fall on the ground? Get ready for the harvest because it's coming, but I think you need to take a little more action. All right, and who are you reading for?
Carla, and I got the Three of Pentacles. Carla, Three of Pentacles. Actually, it's Redbirds. Redbirds? Yeah, maybe, possibly. It was anyways, birds come there. The thing about birds is, if you think about it, Carla, it's always about messengers where people coming towards you. But also, this is being Three of Pentacles. So, I hate to say, oh, yeah, maybe somebody's coming at you about some money issues or something. So you might be aware what's coming up for you.
Okay. And then the last one is?
Deanna.
Okay. And I don't know which Deanna this is. I know a bunch of Deannas. So this will be interesting. I feel like it's this one right here. Deanna. All right. I think this is the King of Pentacles. I can't tell from that the way they do these cards. Is that the King?
That's what it looks like.
It looks like the King. I'm reading it as the King of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels to me, this is also a money issue. It feels like there is someone who is helping you with something actually specifically financial, and you need to just receive the help. Also, I'm going to say that I get that there may be something where you've been, I know a lot of people have been sick. I'm talking about a little bit more than that. Like you've had either a hurt shoulder or hurt back or something like that, something physical. And if you haven't had it yet, I'm not going to pronounce it over you, but I'm getting it pretty strongly. So make sure you are willing to receive help from others because there's something going on with you a little bit physical. It's not something to totally worry about, but I see that here. But so accept help. It's interesting because I get that from that card and I usually don't. Mm-hmm. Okay. So
that's it. We're done.
Did we get all the people? That was good.
Yeah, everybody that was on, I'm pretty sure everybody was on the list.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you guys, we have a couple of things coming up I just wanted to tell you about. We have Thursday night Intuitive Insights here at the Carrollton location, and we are so that's in 2 nights. We are going to do a really fun exercise with your spirit animals. And you're going to be answering questions. It's not just drawing cards. You're and doing a lot of stuff, and then meditating based on all this little, almost like a quiz thing you get for your spirit animal, and then you'll read for each other regarding that. We did spirit guides last week. Bishop Arts is this Friday, is Intuitive Insights. And I'm not sure if we'll do the same thing or not. It depends on the group and the advanced level of the group or not. And by the way, for those classes, you don't have to be any certain level, beginner, advanced. You always can use practice. We have some other stuff coming up. Look on our website. Look at our newsletter if you haven't signed up for that. And as always, if you would just listen to SoulWhat on Spotify, the iHeart Radio app, Google Podcast, iTunes, and of course by watching live on YouTube at Michelle Soultopia, and on both of our Facebook pages at SoulWhat and at Soultopia Holistic Boutique. Thank you for those who liked, followed, shared, and also on Instagram. You did that for us today. That really helps us. Thanks a lot. And thank you for listening to SoulWhat, where we discuss matters of the soul and you decide what matters to your soul. Thanks again.
Sounds
Good
great.
night.
Thanks, guys.
Bye for Loki.